Hello and welcome to St. Louis Park. Today I'm your host, Seth Rowe. The swine flu, as it's called, has been in the news a lot lately, and that's no exception even right here in St. Louis Park. They had the first case in Minnesota discovered up around Cold Spring, and there have been plenty of press releases and news about that lately, with the governor getting involved, even canceling a speaking engagement he had out east to address the issue. And the St. Louis Park school officials are also working to let parents know what they can expect. The St. Louis Park School District ended up sending a letter home with all students today, Thursday, April 30th, and I'll just read you the text of what it says. It's from Superintendent Dr. Deborah Bowers. April 30th, 2009. Dear St. Louis Park Schools, parents, and guardians. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, has reported 91 laboratory-confirmed cases of H1N1 Novel Influenza, or swine flu, nationwide. In Minnesota, ROCORI Middle School in Cold Spring has closed due to a confirmed case of H1N1 Novel Influenza. No cases have been identified in St. Louis Park Public Schools. The school district is actively receiving updates and information from the CDC and Minnesota Department of Health. District Health Services staff are monitoring daily the number of students that come to the health office with flu-like symptoms, including fever greater than 100 degrees, cough, sore throat, and muscle aches. They're also monitoring the number of student absences. When there is a doubling of absences, this information is reported to the Minnesota Department of Health. School nurses are providing additional follow-up for any students who have flu-like symptoms. The symptoms of H1N1 novel influenza in people are similar to the symptoms of regular flu include fever, cough, sore throat, body aches, headache, chills, and fatigue. Spread of the H1N1 novel influenza is believed to be happening in the same way that seasonal flu spreads. Flu viruses are spread mainly from person to person through coughing or sneezing of people with influenza. People may become infected by touching an object with flu viruses on it and then touching their mouth, nose, or eyes. There are some important actions that you and your family can take to stay healthy. Stay home from work, school, and errands when you are sick. You will help prevent others from catching your illness. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. When you are sick, keep your distance from others to protect them from getting sick too. Cover your nose and mouth when sneezing or coughing. Use a tissue where you sleep. Remind children to sneeze in your sleeve and dispose of used tissues immediately. Wash your hands often to protect yourself from germs. Wash with soap and water or clean with alcohol-based disposable hand wipes or gel sanitizers. Using gel, rub your hands until the gel is dry. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, or mouth. Germs are often spread when a person touches something that is contaminated with germs and then touches his or her eyes, nose, or mouth. Practice good health habits. Keep yourself strong and more resistant to disease by getting plenty of sleep, staying physically active, managing stress, drinking plenty of fluids, and eating nutritious foods. If you think you or your child has H1N1 novel influenza, call your healthcare provider and have your child stay home from school. School staff will be observing students in school for any flu-like symptoms and will direct anyone exhibiting these symptoms to the school nurse. For additional information about H1N1 novel influenza, go to the Minnesota Department of Health website, www.health.state.mn.us. Call the Minnesota Department of Health toll-free hotline, 1-800-657-3903, or go to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention website at www.cdc.gov/swineflu. Again, we want to stress that there is no immediate threat to St. Louis Park Public Schools, who will be notified immediately if the situation changes. And that's the end of the lengthy letter. Well, the weather out there is not so cold that you'd automatically consider it flu-like weather, but it's not all that wonderful either. It's been a little dreary, mostly cloudy. High of 63 is forecast high today, with a chance of rain just 20%, but it's been kind of got that drizzly feeling to it. Low of 41, although I did see a break in the clouds earlier today with a little sun. Tomorrow is a high of 58, mostly cloudy, with a low of 38. Well, that's all the news that's fit to print, or webcast as the case may be here today. Well, I'm sure there's plenty more, but I've got to write about it.